Well, hey crafty friends, it's Hiedi Scott with DiyDreaming. I have a super fun tutorial to show you today for Easter, but you can take this idea and adapt it to any season or holiday really throughout the whole year. So let me show you what we're going to be using. I have a lumbar pillow cover from MagnoliaDIY.com underneath my pile. We're going to be using one of these. Have you ever seen these before? These are luau skirts that you can get in summertime at Dollar Tree and probably at Dollar General. They remind me a lot of raffia. I'm not sure what the difference is in them, but they're great to craft with. We're going to use some canvas duck. Can you imagine how unusual? We're going to use some buttons, also very, very unusual for me. Some lace. We're going to be using the stencils that came in the March 2023 Magnolia Craft Club box. And what I want to show you really is how versatile Craft Club is. Because every month when I get it, I will do the project, but then I'll do 3 or 4 other projects using the stencils and sometimes the leftover medium from what came in Craft Club. And I'll have these, you know, to craft with this year, next year, the year after, the year after. So we're going to be doing that. But what was Craft Club for March? It was this adorable set. I can't find the third one. Of these little chunky, they're heart shapes, but they look like carrots. And then these are the stencils that we'll be using. That was super cute, very different. The first thing that I've made from that project, from the stencils, is this. I made some little stuffies to go in a double canvas deck. This is the orange leftover chalk paste that was in the Craft Club box. So that's 2 things that you can make. This is going to be a third. All right, and what we're going to be making today is so adorable. We're going to be making a pillow that has 5 little carrots that go across it with these cute little tops made out of luau skirts, some buttons, some lace, and they're going to be stuffed. And I'm sure you've seen something similar. I think it was last year I saw a super cute pillow at Target that was that same idea. Maybe it was plaid fabric or something, but I love making my own fabric. So we're going to do this to go in my house with white and kind of a cream color. But what I want to tell you before we start is that you could do this project in just about any color you want. I love making fabric using canvas duck and the stencils from MagnoliaDIY.com and ink in different colors. So here is what one of the stencils we're using today would look like in green ink. Here it is in orange. This is a different stencil, but this gives you some ideas. Here's red, here's gray, red and gray. Here's red Victorian pattern. Here's purplish color. Here's a combination of colors. So all that just to show you. And then I'll hang on to the scraps because you can use them for some little future something. Okay, so before I came live, I think I'm just gonna explain this part and then we'll go on to the really fun part. I took some of my canvas duck. If you are brand new here, you've never watched before, canvas duck is just a really thick canvas kind of fabric that you can get at pretty much any craft store or fabric store. I like the heaviest weight I can get, and I think it goes between 4 and 10 ounces. 4 and 6 are too thin. 8 is what this is. 10 is really my favorite, but I don't have any more of this super, super heavy. But you want heavy. It does come in different colors, but I love this one the best. This is sort of an oatmeal color. Okay, so what I did was I just took my canvas duck and I put my stencil on the top of it. I used some white ink and I stenciled it. Then I washed my stencil. Then I let it dry thoroughly. and then I heat set it with a hot iron and a piece of parchment paper just to make it completely forever permanent. Not because you would ever want to wash this pillow, because I think it would all come apart, but just in case somebody would sit next to it with a wet coat. Okay, so I ended up with 5 pieces that look like this. And I've cut out 3 of them. These are all the same pattern, and I did basically the same shape of a carrot. This is the second pattern, and I'm just trying to decide. I think I'm going to make it be smaller. So, and I don't care if it's necessarily symmetrical or not. I'm just cutting the shape sort of a carrot, and I'm making these kind of a little bit wonky. Okay, and that's going to look cute next to this one because they're different sizes, obviously. Okay, now I need to cut my second one about the same size. And I usually just fold it in half to have a carrot that's going to be sort of symmetrical. And honestly, it really doesn't even matter if it is symmetrical or not. Okay, so here's my second one. Let's see. Oh, they're very similar. Perfect. Okay, so I've been heating up my hot glue gun. Oh, let me tell you about this and show you some pillows behind me. This is a Magnolia, DIY.com. Lumbar pillow cover, and what they make is a pillow that looks like this. This is the actual pillow that is sitting on my sofa right now. Be still and know that I am God, Psalm 46:10. Love this. I did this. This is the same kind of pillow cover. I did this in silver and gold ink. All right, so that's one thing I have on my couch. This is the other thing that I have on my couch right now, which is also a Magnolia pillow cover. They're so nice. And I did these little bunnies, the pattern bunnies, which I don't think they're in stock right now. I did them with the little pattern stencils and white ink. And then we did some little embellishments, including a pom-pom tail. So this is going to look cute with what I'm making right here. All right, so I want to make sure that the zipper is down. In fact, I'm going to just go ahead and close it. I guess it really doesn't matter which side I'm on. All right, let's place our carrots. Then we'll create the doodads. Then we will stuff it. And I think I want some pins to mark. Here's another piece of fabric I've made. This is a pin cushion that I made out of an embroidery hoop. This is canvas duck, and this is a really cute flower power stencil and white ink. Anyways, okay, I'm just going to kind of eyeball this to see. Do I want the littler ones to be up higher? No, I don't. I think I do. I'm really just putting these pins on here so I know about where the center of each carrot should be. It does not need to be perfect. Okay, so my thought was to use this Hawaiian luau skirt, which I crafted with this stuff a ton. Oh my gosh, I have something right here to show you. In the summer months, it's awesome. This is something I made probably 3 years ago, maybe 4. It's sort of bohemian, or I don't know what the right word is, but I had seen a picture probably at Ballard Designs or something of this type of a deal, and so I made it. This is luau skirt, embroidery hoop, and beads. Isn't that cool? That's been like one of my all-time favorite, most creative projects that was super easy. So I have one of these that's already open right here. And it basically comes with the long pieces tied onto a string that you just cut. That's what you would tie around your waist. And I'm going to use 2 pieces for each carrot. This one has some kind of short pieces on it. Oh well. And we're creating something that looks like this. I'll get my measuring stuff out in just a minute. This one's not going to work because it's got too many short pieces. Let's see, is it this piece? Maybe if I just pull it all out. Sorry, I'm talking to myself. Talk amongst yourselves if you would like. I have decided that I'm not going to cut the loops at the top. So I'm just doubling this over and over and over. Okay, and let me tell you how long it is. It's roughly 5.5 inches. Then I'll take a piece of this to tie around the bottom here. This is too long. I can't work with such a long piece. You could use some jute or anything you want to pull it all in at the bottom. Okay, so then I'm going to trim the end of this off. And oh boy, my desk is really going to be a disaster. Here are 2. So let me just quick make a couple more. Maybe I should have done this off camera, but I wanted to show you how easy it is. Of course, you could use raffia. You could use yarn or string or faux greenery, whatever you want. Do you ever wish you had a set of 3 hands? What do you guys think so far? Do you like this idea? I think it's going to be really cute and fun for Easter. This would not be a pillow that you would put on your bed though, because it wouldn't be comfortable. This is decorative. Okay. There's another one. And trim all of that off. Okay, I have 3. So I don't think I said any of my normal stuff. How is everybody doing? You must stay up at night dreaming of all different crafts. You know what I do, but here's the thing. I'm just answering somebody's comment. Usually I have 4 or 5 craft projects that are in works all the time. So this project I started yesterday, but I have been thinking about it for a while, and sometimes when I can't sleep at night, which is often, I will wander around Pinterest, or sometimes look at, Pottery Barn, Ballard Design, different magazines, to see, what are some trends that I'm noticing, what looks like it would be really fun. I am super frugal, so there's no way in the world I would spend $50 on a pillow like this. No way. When I could make it for 15 or less, probably less actually. So, yes, I always have many craft projects in my brain. And this one last night, I was so excited to bring it to you that I took pictures of how it was coming along, and I sent some of those to a friend, and then I just couldn't wait this morning. I had to share on Facebook with you guys a little sneak peek of what was going to be happening today. Okay, this is the last one. Sorry, this is not super interesting to watch me do this. The really fun part starts right now, because we're going to attach our carrots, we're going to stuff them, and then we're going to do some cute little decorative embellishments at the top of each one. Something. Okay. Where's my bottom piece? Thank you so much for the stars. I did not see who did that because I haven't put my eyes up here yet, but just know some of these crafts I have to really concentrate on while I'm doing them. But after I'm finished, I always sit down and I read every single comment. That's my favorite part. Okay, I think I have 4 of these that are decent. They're not all exactly the same, but that is just fine. All right, so let me get my hot gluing device out and tell you about it. This is definitely a project that you want a low temperature hot gluing device. This is my Sherbonder Cool Shot. It's a mini. It's got a cord. It's under $10. You can get these, you can get these at Walmart, Hobby Lobby. I mean, pretty much any craft store is going to carry this under $10. Hang on. I need some more glue. Okay. So I'm going to glue the edges of my carrots down and leave the top open for right now. First thing we need to do is we need to put our carrot top in there and glue it down. Okay, and then I'm just using a pillow that I've taken apart for the fluff, but you can use any kind of polyfill, anything you want. If you don't have any polyfill, do you have an old pillow that you don't love anymore? Because you could use that. I need something to push this in, and a pencil eraser works really well. You can fill your carrots as full or not as you like. Let's see. Let me scooch back just a little bit. I'll hold it up in just a second to show you. Okay, I think that's plenty full. Now I'm going to put some glue on the top of my carrot. Push it down. Okay, it's upside down, but all right, let's do all of these real quick and then we'll do the embellishment. Good morning, Linda. How are you doing? All right. So this project, here's what I want to tell you. This is just one more reason that you should definitely consider joining my craft club for Magnolia, because every month you get a new and different kind of project. It's so different from month to month. And usually you get you always get a surface, a stencil, the medium, and they mix that up like crazy. And then you get some stencils, a stencil or a two-piece stencil like this that are reusable many, many, many times. So it's great if you have never used a stencil before, you don't have any of these supplies. It's a great way to try it out and see if you like it. It's $22.95 a month. It's a 3-month commitment. And then you can keep going as long as you want, which most people love it. Tell me in the comments if you're a member of Craft Club and if you love it. But at the end of 3 months, if you hate it, you can stop. It's up to you. So it's $22.95 plus whatever your state sales tax is. Some states don't have that. And then $5 shipping. So I think it's a really great, fun thing to do for yourself. And a lot of people do this like say a couple of best friends, a mom and a sister and a daughter, you know, neighbors will all get Craft Club, and then they'll get together each month to do their Craft Club project as a group, which makes it really fun. So that is something I also wanted to mention to you. I have a whole basket, but I'm not going to dig that out today because I want to focus on this project. Anyways, I think it's a great deal and super fun. and that you would most likely like it if you haven't already joined. If you have any other kind of an all-over pattern stencil, but you don't have these, you can make this project. You can do whatever colors you like. You just need your canvas stuck, the stencil with the pattern, some ink, and then whatever style pillow you want, but these lumbar pillows and the regular 18 by 18 pillows from Magnolia DIY are so nice. And then you'd need what you want to use for the top of your carrot, which I'm using the Hawaiian luau skirts from Dollar Tree. Some embellishments. I mean, you could probably almost do this project with the things that you might have on hand at home. Okay. All right, I'm going to glue in my little carrot tops. Then we'll stuff them. It won't take long. Then we'll embellish. Teresa says she loves watching to see all the different projects that I come up with each month. Thank you. I definitely love crafting. And I don't want you guys to get bored, so we're not going to do wood sign after wood sign after wood sign after wood sign, like all week long. Like I do see some pages that does seem to be what they do a lot, which I like to do wood signs, but I want to mix it up. And yesterday, we made these. I'm also not going to do carrots every day, even though today is a carrot and yesterday was a carrot. These are these little round beaded ring wreath things that you can get at Dollar Tree, and we turned them into carrots. And that was so super simple and different. This was another fun project that we did. This is a rolling pin. These are photocopies of some recipes that my mom wrote. That's her writing. Some of the recipes were like my Aunt Nancy's recipe, my grandma's recipe, but it's all in my mom's handwriting. So I really do totally like to mix it up. I don't want you guys to think that I do the same project all day long, every day. Okay, we're getting there. Also, I don't use stencils every day. I do use them a lot because they are just so fun and so easy, if you ask me. I'm going to cut this one a little bit shorter. Mostly here on this page, we do projects that are going to be faith, family, or flowers. We do lots and lots of flowers. And right now it seems like we're doing lots and lots of carrots. Okay, oh my gosh, this is going to be so adorable. So, if you think that all this cream is completely boring, you could certainly do this project in, where is it? In orange. And that would be cute on a pillow too. Use ink though and heat set it. But that would be adorable also. Okay, let's stuff these carrots real quick. I'll glue them shut and then I'm going to use vintage mother of pearl buttons because that's my favorite. And this is going to be for my house. But there's tons of different things that you could do. Whatever you like, whatever your colors, your style, however you would describe that. I think you can pretty much take this idea and make it yours, make it your colors, your style, all of that. So this could be pumpkins. It could be, I mean, anything for any season. Hearts. Oops, I pulled my thing shut a little bit. Snowflakes. Stars for 4th of July. It could be a ton of different things. Flowers, all kinds of different flowers, like the shape of a tulip would be super cute. Daisies, sunflowers. And you don't have to do 5, you could just do 3. It doesn't have to be a lumbar pillow, it could be a square one. What do you guys think so far? Ears of corn for fall. Hey, let's run with this. Tell me what else we could do. You could Velcro them. Yes, that's a great idea. For sure. So this pillow is not going to survive being washed in the washing machine. Don't think that there's any way that you could do that. All right, let's glue these shut. I'm going to turn this around to face me. It's a little rough stuffing this one. I pulled some of my pieces of the carrot top out. Okay, I'm having a particularly hard time with this one. There we go. Maybe I would work better this way. This low temperature hot gluing device is, if you ask me, a must-have for this kind of project. Because look, you're going to get it on your fingers, you just are. And FYI, that the fluff stuffing, it does get hot. And I just can only imagine how bad it would hurt if you got it on your fingers using a hot glue gun. I think that would really hurt. I've had way too many hot glue burns. Oh, I'm sorry, Brenda. She's asking what would the shipping be to Canada. Magnolia has not started shipping out of the United States yet. I have lots of friends in Canada, and I ask them regularly to please start shipping at least to Canada, and then maybe, you know, to England and those kind of places. And I think it is just very complicated, and Magnolia is still a pretty young company. So I'm sorry they don't ship to Canada. When they do, I will let you know, and I would love to welcome you to Craft Club. Okay, so tell me in the comments, what shapes could we do this idea on? I saw ears of corn, I've thought of hearts, pumpkins, stars, flowers, butterflies. Okay, Kimberly says for the Canadian question, many Canadians get a P.O. box just across the border in the U.S. That's definitely an option. Look how cute this is going to look with this. It does show up so much better in person than it does trying to see it on a camera. Okay, so my idea was to do half of them with this little Dollar Tree lace. And then half of them to create kind of like a crisscross bow using some strips of just looking. You know what? I might want to do them all with these little bows. Let's do that. And I just went back and forth, like maybe 3 times. And just tie it with a piece of this leave-out skirt. I'm going to cover that up with the button anyways. So that will work just fine. I'll hold it up in just a second and show you. You could do some of those cute little messy bows. I know there's scrappy bows. There's a ton of different crafty bows out there that you could, different crafters have their own, you know, specific name for a bow. You could do that. Tell me in the comments what colors, if you were going to do this carrot, would you do it, this idea, would you do it in your traditional orange and white or orange and cream? Or would you do this cream like what I'm doing? Or is there another color that you think would be great? These are super messy, but you're never going to see it because there's so much going on. These pieces off. Okay, I need to make 2 more. Now that I'm getting the hang of it, whoops, they're coming quicker. So can you see how I'm just kind of winging it? Just laying the ribbon over on top of itself and enough here? I don't think so. Luckily, I always buy this when I'm at Dollar Tree, and I see it, because when I don't buy it, then of course I need it the very next day. And this is just great off-white, 9 feet of this nice lace that I love to craft with. I can trim the tails if they're way too long. Okay, we're almost there. Who's crafting this weekend? Anyone? Who's coming to Christ and Crafting tomorrow? I will probably be live between 2 and 4 tomorrow, Sunday, for Christ and Crafting. And I've been studying. I think we're going to make a t-shirt that says "She is strong," and then we're going to talk about what it means to be, well, we'll talk about that Proverbs 31 verse, but we're also going to talk about what it means to be strong in the Lord, and how that's not really our strength, but His. And yeah, I have a whole bunch of awesome verses that I've been looking at, and I'm excited for tomorrow also. Okay. So I have my little bows. And I'm going to glue these on, and then we're going to pick out some buttons, and then we're going to pretty much be all finished up. If you guys do this project, please share your pictures with me, because I want to see it, especially if you do your version of this in your colors and your style. I definitely want to see pictures. You can share those over at that group that I set up for us to share our craft project pictures and ideas, which is Dreamy DIY. It's a Facebook group, a free one. Or you can post pictures in these comments. That would be great too. I'm going to leave the carrot tops just loopy like this. Oops, there's a penny. Okay. So then I'm going to use vintage mother of pearl buttons, because that's what I love. And I have a bunch that are the same. Do I want them to be the same, or do I think I want them to be all different. Pulling out some that are kind of on the bigger side. A lot of these buttons that I'm pulling out today are buttons that my sweet friend Debbie gave to me just a few weeks ago. She has an amazing button collection. She's been collecting buttons for a very long time, and she was so generous to share because I've been having a hard time finding them lately. And so, okay, how big do I want these to be? Maybe I don't want them to be that big. Well, yeah, I think that would be cute. These are all slightly different. Okay, that's what I'm going to do, and I'll show you in just a second. And I'm just putting these buttons right on top of the lace. Now some of them have 2 holes and some have 4. The ones that have 4, I like to turn them this way so it looks like a diamond. I think it resembles a button a little bit less when you don't have your 4 holes in it going, you know, like a square. Oh my gosh. I have to show you this other project over here too. This week I keep doing crafts and I keep thinking to myself, oh my gosh, this is my favorite craft project. I thought that for sure when we made this cross. I'll show you. And it might still be one of my all-time favorites. Isn't that pretty? This is Dollar Tree rope. If you would like the video link so you can watch it, just say cross and I'll be glad to get it for you. This, I think, it's just so simple. It's totally my colors. This, I think, is one of my favorites. This, I think, is going to be one of my whimsical favorites. And I'm going to have to get another pillow insert, so I don't have that right now to stick it in there. I may end up tacking some of this part right here down. Let's see, do I want more glue to do that now? I might just do that off camera. Can you see this on my sofa? I see lots of people saying cross. I will definitely get you that video. Yeah, so this is what I'm saying, that I'm wanting to, you know, totally always be switching things up. So this is a vintage quilt. These are Easter eggs. So that you're not getting bored thinking, oh, she does the same thing every day. Because I would get bored of that myself. I do tend to use the same colors frequently, but I do try to mix it up. So I love it. I'm super excited. What do you guys think? Let me show you what the buttons look like. I did the fanciest one, I think, in the center. And then this is what I mean by doing the ones with 4 holes, turning it so it kind of looks like a diamond and less like a square. Yeah, I see lots of people asking for the link for the cross, the Dollar Tree cross, and I will get that for you. And coming up, as soon as I can get fully organized, this is another project that's underway. It's another cross. It's going to be wrapped in this burlap wired ribbon from Dollar Tree. The front is going to be made out of this rope. And then we'll do a flower, probably very similar to this one, out of this 5.5, 6 inch wide burlap ribbon from Walmart. We'll add a button. So I have lots of good stuff coming up. Speaking of crosses, did you guys see this video? We made twig crosses. And talking about really spicing it up, this is a paper lunch bag nest. And these are just some little Easter eggs that I showed how to do. Super easy. They're wooden. So anyways, I do have so much fun here, and I hope that you guys enjoy it too. You could totally use this for a banner idea. I'm seeing people's comments. I'm going to go sit down. What time is it? I'm going to get maybe a Diet Coke or something to drink, and I will start getting out links. I do invite you to consider joining my craft club because it's super fun. So if you want a link for craft club, let me know. Otherwise, if you want a link for the inks or any stencils, just let me know that too. If you want the link for the cross video, just say cross and I'll get that for you. And it looks like I'm going to probably be busy for the next hour or so. I will, if you're watching this later on replay, I will return several times throughout the next week. So you can say something to me in the comments, even on replay. You can ask for information and I will get that for you. Alrighty, have a blessed and wonderful rest of your day. I hope to see you guys tomorrow. If you're watching this live, tomorrow will be Christ in Crafting, and we will be talking about what it means to be strong in the Lord. Bye, everyone. All right, see you guys later.